So I get this client who comes to me and says, you know what, I help my mom, I help my sisters, I help my brothers, and they are all so resentful of me, and there's so much drama, and I feel so unappreciated. And after doing what I call my spiritual excavation and digging deep to find out the root, I said, you know what? Everybody wants to have an opportunity to be a giver, to be Superwoman, Superman, to be the rescuer, the savior of the day. And if you're doing it all the time, if you're the one that everybody goes to, and every time you're there to fix things, to rescue them from consequences, to pay their bills, then what happens is the relationship becomes so unbalanced and unhealthy, because you're doing all the giving, they're doing all the receiving. And when a person feels helpless and powerless, like, well, I don't even have an opportunity to give, I don't ever get a chance to rescue or fix or get myself out of my own situations. This disempowers people when they feel helpless, like I need somebody else to do it for me. They never get a chance to develop their own self-worth, self-esteem. They never get a chance to develop their own resiliency. They never get a chance to develop their own relationship with God or to trust themselves, because they come to someone else to be their God, to be their rescuer, to be their fixer, their savior, their Messiah. So no wonder I told her that you are feeling unappreciated, because what happens on both sides, if one person is constantly giving, eventually they begin to feel resentful and unappreciated. And if someone is constantly receiving and never has a chance to find out their own personal and spiritual power, they become resentful. Like, what's wrong with me? Resentful because they feel like I never have an opportunity to really exercise my own personal power. I feel inadequate. I feel helpless. I feel like a little child. And it becomes a codependent relationship. And I had to learn this lesson for myself. You know, my recent birthday, it came up for me again, because I felt like, no, you guys don't have to do anything. No, that's okay. Because I'm so comfortable and so used to giving that it's difficult sometimes for me to receive. You feel me? I think some of you givers know what I'm talking about. That when you're used to being the giver, it feels so good. It feels wonderful to know that you could be the go-to person. But actually, we are robbing other people of the opportunity to learn how to show up for themselves, to trust God for themselves, to learn how to get through their adversity and their consequences, to learn how to trust themselves. We rob them of that. We rob them of the joy of giving. Because I know when I give, when I serve, when I can come to the rescue, it feels good. It really feels good to know that you could do it. So we rob other people of that sense of fulfillment and joy that we can serve a purpose. But if we're always, I'm here, I'm Superwoman, I'm Superman, I got you, then that person thinks that we are their God and their ATM. Okay, so I was so glad that she had an aha moment to realize that the issue wasn't really her mom and her sisters and brothers. The issue was that she had to learn to dial it back. She had to learn how to give them an opportunity to give, to learn, to grow through their circumstances, to get out of their adversity, to trust God for themselves. I think of my grandson, Cody, and when he comes over, he wants to help me sweep the floor. He wants to help me bring the groceries in. He wants to help me clean up. And I think about how, you know, I just stop and let him do it. But I think about what happens when adults and parents are tired, addicted, stressed, mad, busy, and they're like, stop it, leave me alone, I'll do it myself. And they shut down that little child from learning how to give and how to serve. And then on the other side of the spectrum, what happens when a parent or adults expect children to give to them all the time, to be their bellhop, to serve them, to worship them, to serve their every need, to be there for them, even into adulthood, when that child becomes an adult and the parent is still expecting the children to take care of them? Well, that is unhealthy. And so we want to learn from these lessons of giving and receiving, learning how to have healthy relationships, not codependent relationships. I love the fact that people come to me and trust me when they can say, you know what, Jewel, I'm tired. I feel unappreciated. I feel stuck. I feel like I just don't know what to do, or I'm just done in my relationship, or I don't feel like people get me, or I don't feel like I'm making any momentum with my purpose and my goals. Those are the type of scenarios that I work with as a life coach and counselor, as the self-esteem doctor. I do what I call my live autopsy. Autopsy means to open up and see. So when someone dies, the coroner opens up the body to see what caused the death. And so what I do is a live autopsy through my one-on-one coaching sessions, or couples or families. Open up the heart to find out what is poisoning your joy, your faith, your self-worth, your purpose. I hope that you will share this video with others. Thank you so much for reaching out to me. If you'd like to schedule some time with me, I look forward to serving you. God bless you, and stay in the light.